This is the fourth stop in the FLW BFL. I got 2 days of practice, Thursday, Friday. Tournament's actually out of Ticonderoga this year, way on the south end. I'm used to it being out of Plattsburgh. That's kind of my turf. So it's going to be interesting on mid-lake today. I'm going to check out some things. If all else fails, I'm going to make the 1.5 hour run north. It's going to be interesting. That's all. Alright, so this BFL is going to be a little bit different. I'm used to fishing out of Plattsburgh. I've never fished a tournament out of Ticonderoga, which is the southern part of Lake Champlain. I have fished down here a few times, but I don't know it that well. I don't know it as well as I do up north. That's kind of my zone. That's where I like to stay. So I got up real early. I got on the lake around about 7 o'clock or so. It was a pretty cool morning. A lot of fog through the mountains, and the sun was shining at times. I was excited. I was looking forward to exploring this part of the lake, and my goal was to go out and try to find some smallmouth not too far away from Ty. And then if all else fails, the last day of practice on Friday, I'll just go look for some largemouth and see if I can figure something out with just a 1.5 days of practice here. Alright guys, so one of the things I got to do is actually change out the prop. I got to put the 3-blade back on. I was running a high 5, as you can see here. And that prop is great in rough conditions. I was just on Lake Ontario last week. Doesn't look like I'm going to need it today, and hopefully not during the tournament. So we're going to switch that out real quick and get out on the water. So really what I'm going to be focusing on is I'm going to be looking deep. I'm going to do a lot of idling. I'm going to look around some points, some breaks, some drop-offs, and see if I can mark some fish on the graph. And a lot of times, I mean, you can idle for quite a few hours before you run across something, if you ever do. But I know that's that's kind of my style of fishing. That's what I like to do. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time doing that. And if I see a few things that, look fishy, that are shallow, maybe some grass and some flats, things like that, I'll probably stop on that as well. But I got to find something here in this area so I don't have to make that run. Because from Ty to where I really want to go, it's going to be a good hour and 15, 20 minutes on a calm day. So if I could find something a lot closer, man, I'd feel a lot better. All right, we are ready to go. I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited to explore this part of the lake. Been down here a few times. I'm going to try some deep offshore stuff first, see if I can find some big smallmouth. That's what I love to do. And it shouldn't be too hard. This lake's full of them, so it's going to be a great morning. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to pull off to the nearest piece of structure that looked good and start fishing. I mean, I drove all this way. I gotta start making some casts. I'll get to the idling and searching later. Let's see if we can catch a couple small ones anyways. Thought I might be onto something here, but turns out this was the only one that bit, and it was way too small for me to get too excited over. Alright guys, did you see that boat? That little Nitro or Triton or whatever he was? It was a hump out in the middle of nowhere. I just came up on it. There wasn't anything on it. But dude comes in from a mile away, idles around me. I just laugh, shake my head, put my rods down and leave. Again, I obviously don't want you to see me catch fish. Why would you want to pull up and see me, you, blah, blah, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, man. Welcome to the BFLs. Come on, man. Alright guys, I want to give you a midday breakdown of what's going on. This place is foreign to me. This part of the lake, I think I caught 2 smallies that were very small. Did quite a bit of idling around in areas that should hold fish, look good on the map, but it's not the case. So I'm just gonna keep going. I got a little storm moving through here to the west. I'm not sure which way it's going. So I gotta watch that a little bit. But so far, I'm not feeling it down here at all. Just keep looking. I already know in my mind what I gotta do. Hope for decent, calm winds. Nothing too crazy. Make the hour-and-a-half run north. Come back with 18 pounds and call it a day. But I'm going to spend today and tomorrow down here in case it does blow. I'm not even going to practice up there. I can run to some stuff in the past and I should be okay. Just wish I could mark some fish down here. About 10 miles south of Burlington right now. Burlington, Vermont. So after I got done fishing the midsection, I had a couple more hours of daylight left. So I actually put the boat back on the trailer and headed down to South Bay, which is pretty much the furthest you can fish on Lake Champlain. I've never been here before. A lot of water. I guess they're called chestnuts, water chestnuts, real thick vegetation. Acres and acres of this stuff, so it's pretty hard to find them. I think if you had some history down here and you knew what to expect, I'd be able to work that grass a little bit better and have some confidence, but I kind of just stopped here and there and didn't really catch anything, so it was a tough day. A little bit disappointed. Absolutely disappointed. I was hoping I could stumble upon something. Just some small ones, nothing's gonna help. I don't think I've practiced poorly. You know, it just didn't work out for me today. So we got one more day. We're gonna head in, get ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna go down to Ticonderoga and stay in that zone, fish for largemouth tomorrow. See if I can find something. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Tomorrow's the start of BFL here on Lake Champlain. And yesterday was very tough for me. I ran mid-lake, couldn't really find anything special. So I ran to South Bay, and that place is a dump, in my opinion, not my style at all. So, here we are, we got Fort Ty behind me. I'm gonna run a few things here, try a couple things a little bit different. Because the fish are here. They just are not cooperating for some. But today we're gonna try to get them to cooperate and see if we can get a few good bites. And then I'm gonna run up just a little bit, hit a few spots for smallmouth. And then we're gonna wing this one. So the bite down on tie this year has been pretty tough, although there are some people cracking on them. If you know what you're doing and you have the confidence, there's a certain deal that's putting some big fish in the boat. I just don't have the history down here, so I'm kind of just scratching around, trying to learn as much as I can in a very small amount of time for the amount of water and places to fish, and everything looks so good down here. Man, that's a monster smallmouth right there. Just a peg. You guys like that? Now this big guy hit the Ned rig. I mean, that is legit for the size of that thing. Wow. Sweet. So I'm sad to report that that little Fury of 12 inchers was pretty much all I had going in the morning. Man, I fished hard, main lake stuff. I fished as slow as you can go. I tried to cover water. I checked out a lot of areas. I could not get anything going. So this is going to be an interesting tournament. I mean, I threw everything. I don't know. It's not looking good. A bunch of storms. Of course, it's the BFL. You're going to have storms. But I decided to make the run. I put the old 5-blade on. Again. And I'm basically going regardless of the wind. I know some guys are going to catch them down here on tie, but I can't. And so I'm going to take a chance and fish stuff I haven't fished all year, but I'm familiar with it. So I'm going to head over to the meeting, and we're going to see what happens tomorrow. So I think I'm just going to do the practice on this video, and then we'll do a whole tournament video. That'll be coming up next. So if you could please subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. I got all sorts of tournament coverage and general fishing, things like that. Also, follow me on Instagram. It's SmallmouthCrush. And leave any comments and likes below. I try to get back to everyone, except when I'm on the road. It might take me a week or two, but I do get back to everyone's comments. Until next time, we'll see you guys on the water.